Hey guys, Dakara here and welcome back to my channel, and today we are on season 6 episode 11 of Buffy the Vampire Slayer, and the last one was quite emotional. I was crying yet again. I think the stuff with Willow it really gets to me. I think this show is extremely good at pulling you in when it comes to those raw emotions, and I think Buffy handled it very well. She is a much better person than I am, and she's someone that everyone should aspire to be, in my opinion. I guess it's just another reason to love this show. But yeah, I enjoyed it muchly. It's very hot today in the UK, like stupidly hot. I am melting right now. I feel like I'm either too hot or too cold, which is probably why I'm always ill. But anyway, I'm aware that I look very much like a mum today. But surprise, I am one. So let's just vibes with it. Let's roll that intro and get stuck into this reaction. Here we go.
We can't have candles?
Dawn, it's a magic clearance.
Oh, they're helping Willow.
Witches, they're like bungs.
Oh dear.
No bird. No bird? It has 2 crystals in it.
Good for you, Willow. See, that's huge for her because she would have just not said anything so she could get them later. She really wants to get better at this point. I think hurting Dawn is, I know it's, sorry Dawn, but is what she needed to snap her out of this.
Coco Pelli? No.
Don't be selfish, Dawn.
Willow has a problem. Any reminder of cause her to give in to temptation. And that would be bad.
Would it be bad though for you, Buffy? No, it would. It would.
It's finally done.
These guys.
I pictured something cooler.
I'll show you cool.
What is this gonna do? Can they do that with people? Oh, it's actually still there.
I call that a successful test.
Well, that's just half the test.
You penis!
You penis.
We got ourselves an invisibility ray, and I'd say that makes us pretty much unstoppable.
I guess we'll find out.
She's gonna be late for school again.
What's going on with Buffy's hair? Why does it look so weird? I mean, it looks nice. It's just, it doesn't look like her hair.
Hey, Donnie, I'm making you a
Is it
nice
a
omelet.
wig?
I'm not hungry.
Why is that distracting me so much? It's just hair. She looks a bit like Daphne from Scooby-Doo.
Why is she taking it out on you? Because I let it happen. Buffy, I was the one who was drowning.
There is no way that she is whacking all of this on herself.
Morning. Just took a stroll.
He wants to see it that bad.
Less flammable time of day to take a stroll.
He's gonna set himself on fire to get there.
Stop trying to see me and stop calling me that.
What should I call you then? Pet?
I hate that one.
Sweetheart?
The bear.
You know I love this hair, the way it bounces around when... This flapjack's not ready to be flipped.
Oh my god.
Stop that.
Good Godfrey Cambridge, Spike. Wake up already. Never gonna happen.
Really need to get Dawn off to school. Let's go.
That was something.
Maybe we can find some time for you to get me into another car accident.
Oh, good morning.
Uh-oh.
I'm Doris Kroger from Social Services. We had an appointment.
Oh, for Wednesday.
This is Wednesday.
So, yep. It is indeed Wednesday.
Come on in.
At least you know she's not a vampire.
Clean.
Unlike this guy.
Nice woman is from Social Services.
Buffy's a great mom. My blanket.
The look. That was quite the look.
He sleeps here?
No, just me and Dawn living here.
Buffy, I'm not feeling hot, so I'm gonna take a quick nap, okay?
That's Willow. She kind of lives here, too.
Oh, so you live with another woman?
Oh, it's not a gay thing, you know. I mean, well, she's gay, but we don't gay. Not that there's any...
She said gay so many times.
No, I know what that looks like, but it's magic weed.
I think I've seen enough.
It's been kind of a bad time.
It's been a bad time now for a while, hasn't it, Miss Summers?
Too much magic weed around.
And I'm going to recommend immediate probation in my report.
Oh, great. Just what she needs.
Well, I'll be forced to recommend that you be stripped of your sister's guardianship.
You can't do that.
I think she can, but hopefully she won't. Maybe talk to Dawn and see what she feels.
Didn't go well, huh?
Why won't you go?
I just thought you'd
Get out of here.
Uh-oh.
Just getting what I came for, love.
How did he know that was in her pocket?
So long, Goldilocks.
Why is he calling her Goldilocks so much? She's gonna cut her hair. This makes so much sense now. This makes so much more sense. It is a wig. And she already had her hair cut, right?
What exactly would you like me to do? Just make me different.
I'm scared. What if we get caught?
No way, we'll be invisible.
Okay, this is it.
Slayer.
What? Where?
There. Head this way.
So we have new hair for Buffy?
No, I need to be invisible.
Watch it, don't get there.
I want to be invisible. No, I want to be invisible. Great.
Oopsie.
Great. Okay. So the probation officer's gonna be watching how Buffy handles Dawn, and she's bloody invisible.
You're inviting your work buddies.
She's got a point.
Hey, Buffy. Where are you?
At table 4, apparently.
Well, that remains to be seen. Like you.
I'm invisible, girl. Xander?
Sorry.
Anya's face.
Wait a sec. Have you been feeling ignored lately?
Yeah, ignored. I wish. No, this isn't a Marcy deal.
I wonder whatever happened to Marcy as well.
Dawn's mad at both of us. And the social services lady put me through a ringer. Says she's gonna watch me. Like to see her try now.
I mean, Invisible Slayer's got to be way more effective than the standard variety.
True.
We get the how, then we got how to make her unseen sight seen again, right?
What?
It's all right.
That's alright.
Just, this is kind of fun.
Silence. Nicola. I feel like we're always in the situation when it comes to the boys, like that trio. They just don't know what the hell's going on.
Seems pretty obvious it's some kind of spell that's done this to her.
Who'd be messing with that kind of pop?
They think Willow. This time, not actually Willow. Tut, Willow.
How's it going?
Good.
The old MacBooks look cool in my opinion.
Is there something you want to tell me?
It was nothing. I didn't slip.
Relapse is a part of recovery. We understand that. We just have to figure a way to fix it.
Fix what?
Fix Buffy.
Buffy's broken?
Well, you know what I'm talking. You don't know. Rhymes with blinvisible.
And you think I have something to do with this?
No.
He did, but it's cool. Either way, we gotta fix it.
So now when anything nasty happens, I get conveniently blamed for it?
No one's blaming.
I guess it wouldn't matter if I just jump off the wagon completely.
Well, look, if you say you didn't do it.
Oh no, this isn't good.
Circuits are burned out and the wiring's all fried.
Well, we had so many plans.
Shouldn't have fought over it like children then, should you?
She could be anywhere. Even here, right now. She could be one of us. Oh, wait, no, I guess then she...
In my book, an invisible slayer means a whole world of trouble.
I am the ghost of fashion victims past. Studded caps? Not a good idea.
I mean, she's not wrong there.
Hello, Mrs. Kroger.
Wait, what's she gonna do here? Get rid of the paperwork or something?
Where's my losing my mind?
Same again.
Who's the
Kill.
What? The mug, it's...
Kill Doris. Kill everybody.
Just shut up!
She's gonna make her out like she's crazy. And then they're not gonna believe her reports anyway. Bingo. Or Yahtzee. Yahtzee.
So if you want to discuss that case file now, what is this? All work and no play make Doris a dull girl?
I didn't do this. It was the voice.
Excuse me?
Excuse me?
It told me to...
To
Kill?
Nothing.
take the rest of the day off. See your doctor and have them redo the Summers interview.
I mean, I guess that worked. They just need a good date for the next interview and make sure everything's a-okay.
Hey, Will.
Xander, I figured out this is where Buffy disappeared from what you told me, so don't start jumping to any conclusions.
No jumping.
I'm not feeling like myself right now, sorry.
Me too. Sorry.
I love that. Just cleared it up real quick. It's what we need.
Paint that I scraped off the fire hydrant.
Yeah, what fire hydrant?
Oh. Why'd I feel that?
Buffy's phantom van. We need to let Buffy... Whoa! There's something there.
It's a pylon. I'm gonna find this van that's been stalking Buffy.
Yes. So Willow might actually get onto something now. Because they know it's linked to the van. Of course, she's going back to Spike. And she's invisible, so she's not going to be worrying about anyone else seeing her there. I mean, that sounds like she's got shoes on. Or either... hello, ding dong. To be fair, Xander did say her clothes were also invisible.
Buffy?
I told you. Stop trying to see me. Ew.
Ew!
Like that.
We have to find Buffy. She's got to know.
I don't think Buffy's gonna be too broken up over a pylon.
Whatever's happening to the pylon...
Will probably happen to her, yeah.
If we don't figure out how this was done...
She's pudding?
Great. Obviously, they'll figure it out.
What do you mean she's gonna fade away?
It is the Scoobies, after all.
Eventually, your molecular makeup will start losing its integrity, and then...
But wouldn't that kill her?
We're not killing anybody.
You guys are so immature. We're villains. When are you gonna get that through your thick skull?
Killers were crime lords.
Crime lords.
You get that ray working, and the first thing we're gonna do is find Buffy and revisible her before it's too late.
Fine. Whatever you guys say.
Okay. I don't believe that.
Spike?
Oh my god, he's gonna see... Well... He will see Spike.
Spike? What are you doing?
I'm exercising, aren't I?
I mean, surely he hears her moans there, right?
I'm looking for Buffy.
Haven't seen her.
Said that a bit too quick, Spike.
Anyway, she's not at the house, and I really, really need to find her.
I'll tell you what.
I can't. This show's too much. It's just too much.
I'll clue her that you're on the lookout.
Oh, Xander, come on now. You're looking for Buffy, who is invisible.
You really should get a girlfriend.
That was bloody stupid.
He had no idea I was here. I thought this is what you wanted.
What I want.
Keep my eyes up. Keep my eyes up.
This vanishing act's right liberating for you, innit? Do anything you want, or anyone.
It's already hot in this room and it's getting hotter.
Maybe because for the first time since I'm free.
She's free of judgment.
Free of this life.
Free of life. Got another name for that. Dead. You need to go. Because if I can't have all of you, I'd rather... Hey, that's cheating.
There is no way. There is no way they went there. Oh, she's got this. She's going to be able to find this van. She's that good. Who's the van going to be registered under, though? Warren? No, Willow. See? You didn't need to speed things up. It's fine.
Dawn? Hey, Dawn, come here. You want to see something neat?
Dawn? Wait, if Dawn's not there, where is she? Where have you been?
There you are.
Buffy?
I'm invisible. Check this out. Ooh, unidentified flying pizza.
Just stop.
Sorry, Dawn. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to freak you out. Xander and Anya are working on it.
Shouldn't you be working on it? I can't talk to you like this. I can't see you.
Dawn.
See, that's a more realistic response. Action.
Anya and I think whatever made you invisible is slowly killing you.
Tell her about the pudding.
Anya!
Tell her about the pudding.
Wow.
She is good. Although she's gone there on her own, which I do not like. Willow, you couldn't have just rang Xander or anyone. Even Buffy, just send Buffy there with you. She's invisible as well.
Now!
Hey!
Congratulations. You're our first hostage.
So she's not even passed on the information that she had on the van?
Don't talk. Just listen, Slayer.
Oh yeah, because they actually want her there, don't they?
I'm nobody. No one you know. Hello, and if you don't want anything nasty to happen to her, you better meet us.
Alone.
You okay, Will?
Buffy?
Where are the bad guys?
All around you, Slayer, so don't try anything.
There's just 3 of them, I think.
Guys! Talking it with this drunken monkey.
So what annoying thing are you gonna do to me now?
Save your life.
I'm supposed to believe that?
Something's happening to you that you're...
Fading away. I know.
I can fix that.
You're on the wrong setting. It'll accelerate her molecular dissolution. I saw the plan. Buffy's trying to kill you.
Willow!
Ouch.
Playtime's over.
You haven't won yet, Slayer.
I mean, all you need is the gun. Take the gun and run. And Willow, of course.
So easy to... Ow! Get her!
Here.
Yes, Willow, that is what you're needing.
Ow! What's the chest hair? I know that voice. Jonathan? You have chest hair?
Jonathan?
Warren?
Chest hair? How did she know where to shoot, though?
Who are you?
Andrew, during the school play, you know?
It's Tucker's brother.
Ah.
Oh.
So you 3 have what? Banded together to be pains in my ass?
We're your arch nemesis. You might beat us this time, Slayer, but next time.
Maybe not.
I mean, it's locked. We're supposed to check it.
I forgot.
Oh, jeez. So good.
God, Buffy.
You cut your hair.
No, your hair. It is adorable.
It does suit her.
How did you manage to do it exactly?
The hard way. I don't know how I got through this day.
But you did.
Well, the important thing is that you did.
Yeah.
How are you doing? Post-invisibleness.
Please just tell her about Spike as well. I need that conversation.
When I got Xander's message, you know, that I was fading away.
Oh no.
I actually got scared.
Oh.
Who wouldn't?
Me. Not too long ago, I probably would have welcomed it. I don't want to die.
Both made good first steps.
I guess.
Not I guess. I know. Oh, it's so real. Because that's the thing, isn't it? When you're in that dark place, you don't appreciate those huge achievements because mentally you're drained, so you can't really make the most of them. Like, it seems like a lot of effort to celebrate, but what the 2 of them have done in this one episode is huge. Like, Willow got through that day. She did it. It was hard, but she did it. And the same with Buffy. Like, she would have welcomed, you know, death. And now she was scared. So we welcome scared if it means that she doesn't want to die. This has been it's been a good episode. It's been a funny episode, and it shouldn't really be funny because of the topics in there. We had Dawn possibly being taken away. We had Buffy almost dying because of this invisibility thing. And we had Willow and Xander possibly falling out as well in this. So yeah, multiple issues, like heavy issues, but the comedy was just so good. Like the Spike and Buffy stuff in this was fantastic. Like I loved it. Buffy being invisible at the crypt is a yes for me. Total jokes. And also with Spike going to Buffy's house, trying to come up with like an excuse to see it, which I do believe it was an excuse. And Willow being so close, and Xander, like Xander was literally there and saw them so close together. Mad. The issues surrounding Willow and her addiction and the continuation from the last episode from that, I think was really good, and I think it was important as well. So Buffy clearing the house of anything Wicca related was so nice of her to do that. And Dawn whining about it was just, you know, being a typical teenager there, like, oh, but why? I like this stuff. Not being aware at all of the impacts that can have on Willow. And Buffy doing these steps, I think, was really nice of her to do that. And it's not like Willow was asking her to. She's took that upon herself to do that. And again, it shows that level of friendship there and care there. I just thought it was really nice. I did think that Willow's response to Xander made sense, but more so, like, I didn't want it to happen, obviously. Like, he wasn't blaming her, he was asking her. But obviously she's going to get the defenses up, so it was realistic. But the thing that I truly valued in this was how quick they got over it. They didn't drag it out, bitching about accusations, etc. It was, look, I'm sorry, I'm not myself. And then him saying, yeah, me too, you know, me too, I didn't mean it. And then they just moved on. That shows so much growth, I think. And just the level of self-understanding as well, because Willow knew that her response probably wasn't the right thing to do or act. She knows that that's her addiction talking for her, and it's not invalidating her feelings in any way. Like, she just expressed them, but she's took a beat and she's realized, yeah, that's not the right thing to do. But she still vented those feelings, which is really good because it allows her to feel. She's not blocking any emotions. I think the fact that Xander just accepted it and was like, we're cool, was so important, because if he would have continued that drama and that tiff that they had, it would have been a disaster, in my personal opinion, because she would have gone in on herself even more, would have dragged that feeling out even more. So yeah, I liked that moment a lot. And I like that we get to see Willow's temptations, because that's so true. You don't just sleep and then you're fine. Like, addiction is something that you have to work on daily. And even if you're quote unquote cured, it's still in your life and you still have to stay on top of it. And I think that's what a lot of people maybe they don't understand, but also they don't appreciate the strength that it takes to do that and acknowledge that. For people that have come out of addiction, I think it's so important to encourage that and support that, because it's a lot harder than what people think it is. So her almost going to the computer and speeding things up, her almost taking these shortcuts using her magic. She's trying to do it for a good cause, but she knows that if she does do that, it could then lead to more. And then before she knows it, she's seeing Rack again, you know? And that whole mess. Like, I don't even like to think about it, because it's just such a low place. I think it's something that she's definitely not proud of, and it's going to stay with her as well. That's that time in her life. It's not something that she's going to forget in a hurry, you know. But again, I think that remembering those things are just as important, because they might be painful, but it's one of those added things where you're like, I don't want to go back there. I think it can help as well. That can be the fear, that can be the breaking point. Like, I don't want to end up being that person, so I need to not do X, Y, and Z. With Xander and Anya, I nearly said it again, but I didn't. With Xander and Anya's moments, again, they're very much linked to the wedding. Because of that, I feel as though the wedding is going to be at the end of the season, like possibly the finale, like a big thing, because every time they're in a scene, it's always wedding talk. So that's my prediction. Again, don't tell me if I'm wrong. I don't want to know. But I do think that the wedding could potentially be huge. I've said this in a Grimm, because I'm watching Grimm right now, and there's a wedding in that show, or potential wedding in that show. And dramatic stuff always happens at weddings, guys. Like, it's just fact. So TV probably love that and will embrace that, and something awful is going to happen at this wedding, which would make me think that it could be finale-esque, ? The relationship of Xander and Anya I still really adore, and I want them to treasure that. I'm glad that Xander's come to terms with what he's asking of Anya as well, and what he truly wants, which is nice. Again, he might have cold feet. I don't know. I'm just saying what I'm seeing. And he's just sort of enjoying the ride. Don't get me wrong. He's like, Anya, we should be focused on this right now. This is really important. But at the same time, I agree with him, because wedding, your best friend possibly dying, slightly outweighs it, you know? I'd imagine Anya to be like a typical bridezilla, though, where all she thinks about is the wedding, that just consumes her, and then she's distracted and in her own bubble and not really thinking about what others are going through and how they feel, because wedding in her head. Met a few of those in my life. Anyway, I do think that with Giles not being in the show, there is like a hole missing. I would like him back. I've said it before many times, but I do want to emphasize as well that the episodes are captivating still. It's not like when a character leaves and you're just so distraught that you want to give up on the show. Like, it's not that in this, although I adore Giles, absolutely adore him. They are holding their own. It's just, I personally miss Giles, and I think that he's a great part of the show. And I will say that scene at the end with Willow and Buffy, I think, was extremely strong, and it related to Giles as well, in the sense that he left so that she would have some epiphany, realization that she cannot hide from her struggles and she needs to face them. And in that regard, I think that she's kind of proven him right there, because he has left and she's made more mistakes. But this point right here, she's realized that her actions do have consequences, and that she needs to, what did she say, damage control or something like that. She's gonna have to fix a few things. And I also believe that it's allowed her to really realize that how important her life is, and how important she is in this world that she's in. Because let's face it, if Buffy wasn't there right now, Willow wouldn't have that support in her life that she needs. No one would be clearing out her house to help her. It's Buffy that's there. She is the backbone of a bunch of things. And I can't help but feel as though it's a lot for her to take on. It always is. She's always got the weight of the world on her shoulders. And she does handle it extremely well. Finally being freed of all of those troubles and living the life in heaven, you cannot blame her for missing that and having resentment, because she didn't ask to be brought back. She thought, you know, I'm done. But it's nice. It's genuinely nice to hear her say, I've realized the good things in life and why I want to be here and the importance of being here. So yeah, she might have been finally in heaven and set free, but also there are good things here that she's genuinely enjoying as well. So it's not the worst, is what I'm trying to say. It's not the worst. And I'm glad that she's realized that as well now. I'm loving these talks, these one-on-one talks between Willow and Buffy, and I want more of them. I always felt like this when I was watching Supernatural. Like the one-on-one chats, I just love so much. And I feel like a lot of shows don't utilize that too well. And I think this show nails it. Like when they have those scenes, it's like, yes, you're saying everything I hoped you would say. And even if they're not going down the route that I would have hoped for, it ends up being better than that. In a way, especially like engagement wise. I just think the Whedonverse is just really successful when it comes to that connection and how they express themselves. Like these characters are just chef's kiss, you know? Not perfect, because who wants that? Relatable. And I'm here for it. I'm genuinely here for it. Also Spike in this one, 10 out of 10. Absolute 10 out of 10. And you can see Buffy is his addiction. Like, he's absolutely obsessed. He walked through the sun to get to her. Like, hello? He's very much into her. And I just hope that they don't damage that in any way. I'd be more than happy for them to just not be a couple, don't get me wrong. But I hope it doesn't end up being where I hate one or the other. Like, I'm not down for that, but we'll wait and see what happens. I just think it was really eye-opening as well, the fact that the second Buffy goes invisible, she's rocking up at the crypt. And she was saying that it was nice for her to escape her responsibilities and all that when she was invisible. But I think a lot of it has to do with that freedom of no judgment. Because I do think Buffy cares a lot about what other people think of her. There's been a lot of back and forth for me on how I view their relationship. And don't get me wrong, I still think it's very toxic. I just also think that she's allowing like what others would think of her to affect how she feels towards Spike. Because as soon as no one could see her, she's there straight away. And Spike's the one that said, no, I think you should go. And a lot of that's probably because he just feels used, like so used at this point. She just sort of goes there for one thing, or if she needs help with something, like he's her go-to. And for him, it's like, well, I want more than that. And I genuinely don't think Buffy needs or wants that. They're going to struggle if they're going to want to take this any further. But I still want that conversation. I still want Willow to know what Buffy's been doing all this time and see her reaction to that. It would be good because they've always spoke about boys together, even during the whole Riley thing, or the one that cannot be named, the Voldemort that is Parker, and of course the ever so lovely Angel. They've just always had that comfortable conversation and honesty. So the fact she's hiding Spike so freaking much right now is clear that she's hiding from that judgment and scared of it as well. Not only what other people would think, but she would have to accept it herself as well. But I'm into it. I'm into exploring this further and digging deeper into the psyche that is these characters. I love it so much. And I'm sure you guys know that at this point. But great episode. Genuinely enjoyed it. Excited to find out what happens in the next one as well. And I would thank you all for taking the time out of your day to watch these videos, because it genuinely means so much, guys. Like, I cannot thank you enough. And I hope that you're having a lovely week. And I hope to see you again soon for another one as well. Thank you so much, guys. Bye for now. Now let's take a comment from the DAP pack, and this is from my 610 reaction. And Claire says, when we all first started watching Buffy the Vampire Slayer, I don't think Willow prostitutes herself for drug magic was on anyone's bingo cards. I can confirm that definitely wasn't on my bingo card. And yes, that is what that I'm just going to take a little tour scene with Rack was. From the sexualized element of the energy exchange to Rack using the word strawberry, an old LA street slang word for prostitute, to Willow crying under the shower and then later telling Buffy, I did things I can't even ... They couldn't have dropped hints any louder than if they just decided to literally have Willow go and stand on a street corner. Addiction can take you to some very dark places. And that is, it's so real, isn't it? Like, she went there. It's not something that she's going to be proud of, but it happened. And I do think these shock factors, like I mentioned in my outro, are part of her growth as well, because she's not going to want to go back there. She's going to try her hardest not to go back there. And as much as she'll probably want to remove those memories from her mind completely, I personally feel like they're needed to avoid going back there and feeling like that again. Like, I'm all for learning from mistakes and owning those mistakes and not wanting to go back there. But yeah, they definitely made it clear, like Claire said, what was going on there. It was hard to watch, but I think that they did it in a way where it wasn't too in your face, if that makes sense. But like Claire said, when Willow was saying I did things I can't even, that it just got me. It got me. It's heavy stuff. It's dark. We love the show for it. At least I do. Anyway, I think that anyone that has been addicted to anything or close to addiction, I think they will appreciate the way that they've explored it. I could be completely off base there, and that's not the case at all. But as someone that has been around addiction, I personally think that they're doing a good job. But each to their own, of course. And I would like to hear you guys' thoughts on the matter as well. So yeah, thank you, Claire, for leaving your comment and for watching. It means so freaking much. I do usually take Claire's comments from my grim reactions, but it's nice to see you on the Buffy ones as well. And I cannot thank you enough for supporting, for helping me, and for being here. It means a lot. So thank you. And don't forget, guys, if you want to see one of your comments at the end of my videos, don't forget to leave them in the comment section below. And maybe yours will be next. But until next time, goodbye now.